At the 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Color.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Down. 10-2 stop. General West.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Check, 43. Tackles.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, It's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Evans trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check pass.
Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
That's how we do it.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 10 logo. 61. Matchbox lights. Yes, yes.
On third down, Benjamin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Showing it. Showing it.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Yellow, yellow. Argo, yellow, yellow, yellow.
Down to lose one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He finds McCoy. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Switch it. Switch it. 15. Whip.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
36.
Yellow. 57.
Right there.
And again, it's Mahomes. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased outright, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hit it.
Mike 51. Here we go.
Pilot, 64. Wait. Go. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 6.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Keep playing on, fellas.
It leads to second and 10.
Let's go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm going to run it up.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Get it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Yellow.
53's the mark. 53.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
18 Gator.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They go.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Time to go. Night. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Second and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
51. Rip left. Rip left.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, alert 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Slam. 80 weapons. Hey.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Dyson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run the counter. Benjamin. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Dyson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard, can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Here we go. Send the West. HG Gator.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, They want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Richards. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Mahomes now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This is Freeman on first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On second down, Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down
and for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Chiefs, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, and it feel like